If you're job hunting in Boston, you've come to the right place.
I think Boston is worth it.
Because let's face it, it can be tough out there.
I think we are definitely dealing with extremely competitive recruiting cycles.
In this video series, we're taking a critical look at Boston's early career job market, what it looks like now, and where it might be headed.
Because we know that whatever was the strategy, say 5 years ago, is not the strategy that we can really lead with competitively today.
That's because a survey of young professionals conducted by the Greater Boston Chamber of Commerce found a quarter of respondents were thinking of leaving the region in the next 5 years. Most of those were Black women and members of the LGBTQ community.
You are a huge part of our workforce today, but also the leadership for our future as well.
That's why the Chamber established its Fierce Urgency of Now Festival, a networking and educational opportunity for young professionals, particularly those of color.
What I hear about the early career job market right now is that it's tough.
Employers like Sandy Lish of the Castle Group say more remote and hybrid roles mean job hunters are competing against a much larger pool. They're also weighing options for housing, transportation, and community building.
It's really important where you live. It's really important what the values are of that state, of that city, and what that means for you as an individual and how you can live your life, not just be an employee.
That's why the festival wanted to hear from Lauren Jones, Secretary of Labor and Workforce Development. She says the Commonwealth is looking internally to assess state job opportunities that don't require a degree. Plus, they're working to expand financial support and transportation aid for people in job training programs.
When someone's enrolled in a job training program, they can also couple that with some benefits like our transportation dollars to be able to access MBTA or their regional transit system that may be outside of the greater Boston area.
But housing remains one of the greatest needs for young professionals.
I'd love to be a homeowner at some point, but it's difficult to see a path there.
That's why the state's head of housing and livable communities, Nico Mendoza, was also invited to present solutions.
How many of you have tried to put in a deposit to buy a home just to get outbid by somebody who, frankly, is an investor and trying to, buy up properties?
Mendoza says the new Affordable Homes Act will refuel a program to help first-time homebuyers with down payments. The state is also eyeing unused MBTA property as potential housing land, and they're expanding opportunities for the creation of accessory dwelling units, or ADUs, like a garage conversion or basement unit.
We think this is a really important tool for us to be able to build between 8,000 and 10,000 housing units over the course of the next 5 years at no cost to the Commonwealth.
So how can Gen Z candidates stand out, and how can employers attract young talent? We'll break it down in Part 5 of Good Job Hunting, a guide to the Boston market.